So here's your destiny compatibility reading for 314 and 37. So it'll tell you how you guys are compatible and how you could deal with the relationship to make it flow. So the first connection that you have is Uranus. And, Uranus is a very beautiful connection. You are Uranus to him and his life spread. So that's even right now. As far as your partner is concerned, you want to have complete freedom to be yourself, and you expect him to give you this freedom. And I will start chuckling. I get a chuckling feeling, right? When I say that. However, from his point of view, you may experience this as he may experience it as you being unpredictable or unreliable unless you are willing to let unless he's willing to let you come and go as you please. It is likely that you scare him or leave him feeling uncertain about your affections at times. However, this same influence could make you the very best of friends, provided that both of you are willing to have this much freedom in your relationship. The other connections between you will help to tell the complete story of your being together and more fully explain how the two of you handle this connection. So, the affirmation for this connection is my partner and I are friends in the truest sense of the word and allow each other the freedom to be ourselves. So that's your first connection. So it's it's very self-explanatory. It's a lot of freedom and movement. And if you haven't expressed it, because that's why the confusion comes in, if you haven't expressed it to him in this way, you can let him know, I really am into you. I just feel that I need to move freely to be my best self. You get that? Okay, so Neptune is your next connection, and I really think that's great. So he is Neptune to you in the spiritual spread. You have a strong psychic link to your partner, and there can be a lot of fantasy and idealism that you have about him. Though this can seem like the relationship of your dreams, it could also turn out to be a nightmare if you refuse to see him as he truly is. Try to see how strongly you project your fantasies on him and take a moment to separate what you want him to be from who he truly is. In this manner, your own projections will not block the truth, and you will be able to have a relationship with a real person instead of a dream that is constantly threatening to become a nightmare. It is very likely that you and your partner were together before in that former existence, shared this same deep psychic connection. You could have a very special purpose for being together, one existence that will make an important contribution to the world around you. This is the connection of universal love. The affirmation for this connection is my partner is the person of my dreams. We share a strong psychic link, and through him, I experience my unlimitedness. So you are, got Pluto going on, and you are Pluto to him in his life spread. Whether you realize it or not, you represent a major challenge for your partner. You are someone who both challenges and transforms him. Even without you knowing it, you have a powerful effect on your partner, causing intense feelings to come up. This may be the cause of the battle of wills or power struggles that you experience at times in this relationship. On a deep level, you represent qualities or things that your partner wants for him. So, on a deep level, you represent qualities of the things that your partner wants for him. To acquire these qualities, he must take large-scale changes within himself. For this reason, you may not always enjoy, may not always enjoy your presence in his life, though you may feel compelled to confront the issues that you bring up in him. There is an important reason for you to be in your partner's life. You have either consciously or unconsciously chosen him to help. No, he has. Yeah. He either consciously or unconsciously chose you to help him grow as a person. For this reason, you may be the most important relationship of his lifetime. However, this depends entirely on his level of acceptance and on how aware he is of the reasons for the intense feelings and experiences that you bring into his life. And the affirmation for that connection is, my partner chose me to help develop important aspects of his personality, and I understand the powerful effect that I have on him. And child, it is a big effect, because I couldn't even, you notice, you hear my voice change and everything, and I couldn't even get that stuff out. It's like he is so intimidated by the fact that you will be able to help him. And a lot of times with men, they don't know how to deal with that. They look at it like you trying to control them, but you really just trying to help them get to their higher self. And so that sometimes make it difficult, but it's all to the good, it's all to the good. So next connection is Mars, and I saw all this fire and all this red. And you are Mars to him in his spiritual spread, honey. And your partner either has a strong sexual attraction for you or is highly irritated by you. You stimulate him in a strong way, which can help him start things and engage in physical activities. This connection is great for sex, for exercise, or for working together. But if the two of you just sit around the house, you will likely get into disagreements and arguments. Keep moving and find positive expressions for the powerful energy that you stir up in each other, and you will be making the most of this important connection. This is a good connection for being in business as a partnership. This connection is a carryover from a past life relationship in which the two of you were either lovers, brothers, competitors, or enemies. Now, Mars relationships neither add to nor subtract from the compatibility of a relationship, since the way it affects the relationship is so strongly dependent on how the energies of the relationship are used. If used constructively, this connection could actually add to the compatibility. On the other hand, if used negatively and allowed to channel into anger and aggression, this connection could be the biggest problem that exists between two partners. And the affirmation for this connection is, I excite and sometimes aggravate my partner. We enjoy doing things together and use our intense energy constructively. And I'm sensing that you guys were not competitors or enemies. I think that you guys have just a lot of passion for each other. I see more of the, in the former life, I see more of the brothers and sisters and lovers, and I see more of that. Not too much of the competitors and enemies. That's not what I'm sensing in this relationship. I was feeling something else when I was on another part, and I just feel that it's a lot of passion going on. I kind of like chuckled when I read the sexual irritation, highly irritated by you, because it was like, you kind of feel that, a sense that, and but he doesn't bring it out like, yelling or anything like that. It's just like, oh, here she come. Okay, your last connection was Venus, and you are Venus to him. And no, I'm sorry, you guys are Venus to each other in the spiritual spread. Yes, you are Venus to each other. There is a strong love bond between you that is difficult to explain because it is love that was created in a past life. The two of you have a lot of appreciation for each other, and thus you are very compatible. Even when you first met, you recognize this love that you feel for each other. It is like it has always been there, or like you have been together before. That's all that past life. This particular connection is very strong because it is a mutual connection in the spiritual spread. This means that it is more potent and that the feelings of love that you share run deeper than in any other Venus connection. Of course, it is a very good connection for marriage or any kind of relationship, even without doing anything. There's a strong love bond between you that could be the foundation for a successful relationship of any type in this lifetime. Given this good, solid foundation, you need only decide what to build on it. Now, your affirmation for this connection is my partner and I have a love that is timeless and eternal. This love can carry us through all of life's experiences, good and bad. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, um, you know, I was gonna mention something about my voice because that Mars reading was like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." But it was. I realized that one, I woke up, but I mean, I just literally woke up, did your Mars, but when I start and see when I'm saying Mars and I'm pulling that energy, and that's probably because you're Mars to him, so I, I'm pulling from a male's point of view. And so my voice just keep because and then when I talk about Venus, you see that it's like I know that both of you guys are Venus, but I guess it's because it's a more loving. But anyway, yeah, you had a really, really good connection. So you just go back, listen to it. If you want to take some notes, have any, questions or insight about, what it is, doing the compatibility reading, that's great. I didn't do his card. He is a three of spade. He is a three of spade. Okay.